Professor Tupeye Manzunofe, Antimela. Professor Swallow Yibo, Antimela. Bambi still up what you copy way, Antimela. Bambi Quacobu, Catacobu, Antimela. Erudite Professor Swallow Yibo, Erudite Professor Asimo Swallow Mungiri. From pillar to post, Obufu to Bolu Kabuinu, voice of the people.
Senator Kabiru Garba Marafa, who met President Muhammadu Buhari behind closed doors, told journalists that critical national issues were discussed in line with the president's disposition to wider consultations on the best way forward for Nigeria. He described media reports on the planned impeachment of the Nigerian leader as the figment of the writer's imagination that should be disregarded.
You know, in legislature, we crack a lot of jokes, some light, some medium, and some very heavy jokes. And I think I will only describe that as a very heavy joke. But nobody is contemplating that. It is not a possibility. It has never been done. And God willing, it will not happen in this assembly.
Senator Garba Marafa, who also commented on the reshufflement of heads of Senate standing committees by Senate President Bukola Saraki, said the move was in the best interest of unity, stability, and effective service delivery in the country.
In the last few days, the party has been on top of the situation, trying to reconcile their children. APC caucus in the Senate has been badly fragmented, and the APC wants to see an end to that. What you saw happened is just what I will describe as loyalty to the party.
So are we likely to see you withdrawing your cases in court?
Going to court is the most civilized thing you can do in any society, because you either go to court or you take the law into your hands. We should be seen to respect our own party. So if the party says withdraw the case, we withdraw. If the party says we go
against non-engagement of Niger Delta youths in pipeline surveillance, while taxing oil firms to comply with the Local Content Act of Nigeria. Senator Barrow Jibrin said the National Assembly will support companies that promote Niger Delta indigenes, especially in the oil and gas sector.
We have initiated a PIB because of the concern that the current Senate has for this very industry, which is the backbone of our economy. So we are working hard, and by the grace of God, as soon as possible, as soon as the time allows, we are going to deal with the bill and get it passed by the grace of God.
Chairman National Youth Council of Nigeria, River State Chapter, Sukuba Sarah Igbe, said over 500 youths from the Niger Delta have been engaged following its recent protests in Port Harcourt.
The opportunity that has been given to them by Belemoyi, they should not just joke with it, they should take it as serious and also improve on it. We are urging other indigenous or other multinational companies to do the same, so that this issue of pipeline vandalizations and oil bunkering will come to an end in Nigeria.
The youth leader remarked that engaging youth positively will go a long way in reducing militancy in the Niger Delta. In Port Harcourt, Ifoma Umisa, NTA News.
And still with the legislators, the House of Representatives has signed a memorandum on the reconstruction of communities ravaged by Boko Haram insurgency in the Northeast. As part of this, a presidential committee on the Northeast is now to coordinate activities of the national and interdonor agencies, which hitherto go uncontrolled. Chairman of the fund, Theophilus Danjuma, announced this while commissioning 40 public structures reconstructed in Dikwa town by Borno State government. Naomi Aboko reports.
It would be recalled that the Victim Support Fund had in May this year supported the Borno State government with 250 million naira for the reconstruction of 25 public structures in Dikwa town with a view to accommodating the 50,000 IDPs taking refuge there. Chairman of Victim Support Fund, General Theophilus Danjuma, said the fund has been carrying out its assigned responsibilities since inception, which includes support for hospitals, treating victims of terror, women affected by the activities of terror group, and now focusing attention on orphaned children.
We are going to repeat what we've done here in Bama. We will try to improve on our shortcomings here.
Governor Kashin Shatima expressed gratitude.
They are sustained by taxpayers' money, so they've run very inclusive organization.
As part of the positive things to come, the minister held a series of meetings with critical officials in the various departments of the organization who briefed him on what has made BBC what it represents today. Lai Mohammed, apart from the discussions, inspected facilities at the BBC headquarters, where he was hosted by BBC's Focus on Africa anchor, Peter Okochi.
For instance, when we came to see on May 20th,
It's more opportunities and incentives to indigenous business owners. The former president called on development banks in Africa to help promote African industrialists to global status.
We must be even-handed. We shouldn't. The opportunities that we have must be open to all those who want to take advantage of the opportunity.
Africa's experience with industrialization over the past 40 years has not been impressive, with sub-Saharan Africa's average share of manufacturing value added in GDP in 2010 being 10%, a figure which moved to 10.95% in 2014. From Seychelles, Sheon Ogunluyi, NTA News.
And talking politics now, the All Progressive Governor Shomale at the APC rally in Edo State. And as the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, concludes plans for rerun elections in Kogi, Imo, and Rivers states, some politicians have urged the commission to ensure a credible election. They were of the view that any interference on the political process will not augur well for democracy.
50 out of 82 rerun elections have been concluded by Independent National Electoral Commission. Imo and Kogi states will be on.
The rerun election, which comes up this Saturday, will involve Imo North senatorial seat and House of Assembly supplementary election in Isialambano, Oru East, and parts of Owerri West state constituencies. The commissioner, while briefing the press, said the place is working in synergy with other security agencies to provide security for election materials and INEC officials. He warned that all political parties, their agents and supporters should conduct themselves in accordance with the Electoral Act and guidelines to ensure violence-free election in the affected areas of the state.
What the law says is there shall be no campaign within election or voting areas.
Strategies that have worked in the past, not only in Imo and Kogi State, but in other states in which elections will be conducted, such as Ondo, Rivers, and Edo.
But I think just about all the obstacles to that, both physical and metaphorically speaking, have now been removed, so we're quite prepared. We've trained the staff, retrained the staff, and are deploying the staff and gotten assurances, both from the stakeholders at the state level and at the national level, that they're prepared for the elections that would have gone. The same thing with Kogi. Naturally, there are one or two people who are not so happy with the way things are, but we have on our own part prepared our staff, prepared personnel, and gotten all the materials, and quite prepared.
With enough voter education and engagement, INEC is optimistic that these elections will be credible.
Report suspicious persons, objects, and movements to the police and other security agencies. The security of our nation is a duty for you and me.
If you see something, say something. Nigeria, unite against terrorism. This message is brought to you by the Federal Ministry of Information and Culture.
Whether you love to chit-chat, upload, or catch up on the latest gist, or you love to stream live videos, or you love to download a lot, you can do it all whenever, wherever at the friendliest data rates. Dial *131# to find the internet bundle that's perfect for you and enjoy more data, more friendships, and more fun.
MTN, everywhere you go.
My father said opportunity knocks every minute. He used to say to me that even the rising sun is an opportunity. A man must give each day everything. I live by those words. Just 1 minute of one day can change everything.
Now the real turn-up is online.
Thank Glow, it's Friday. Now you can enjoy 3 gigabytes for 500 naira on weekends. Dial star 777 hash.
Hello, Steve. Oh, not there now.
The largest data network, Glow, grandmasters of data.
This is announcing the 26th National Convention and Delegates Conference of Magistrates Association.
Special guest of honor, His Excellency, Vice President Yemi Osinbajo. Keynote address by Ambassador Joe Keshi, the Pioneer Coordinator, Nigerian National Volunteer Service. Other speakers will include Mrs. Kemi Adeosun, the Honorable Minister of Finance, Mr. Geoffrey Onyema, the Honorable Minister of Foreign Affairs, Chief Host, Engineer Babachir David Lawal, Secretary to the Government of the Federation. Attendance is strictly by invitation. For more information, please visit our website on www.nnvsnigeria.org. The 2016 Diaspora Day Conference, a forum for diaspora commitments.
Glad to know you're still watching.
To celebrate.
The governor of Ebonyi and Gombe states co-chair the committee, while former governor of Benue, Gabriel Suswan, will serve as secretary.
If Jerry comes in today, I tell you, go and say to him, this caretaker committee will accept the list of whoever he brings to join the National Convention Committee.
The zoning committee has 1 week to complete its assignment. Abdullahi Garba Kudu, NTA News.
The Minister of Labour and Employment, Chris Ngige, says the federal government's decision to channel 80% of 247 billion naira released for capital projects in 2016 budget to the construction in a bid to alleviate the challenge of housing for its personnel. The Nigerian Air Force has inaugurated a standing committee on implementation of Igwe State Project 1 for its non-commissioned officers cadre. Olajide Bello reports that the committee was inaugurated by the Chief of Air Staff, Air Marshal Sadiq Abubakar, in Abuja.
In line with President Muhammadu Buhari's directive that services should make welfare and motivation of personnel a cardinal policy trust, Chief of Air Staff Sadiq Abubakar said NAF has been at the heart of fundamental...
Charles Ogbonwe said the two candidates applied with forged documents. Defense correspondent KG Busari Ahmed reports.
Who wants to be an airman or airwoman?
These are potential airmen and women who are currently undergoing different stages of screening for the 2016 Nigerian Air Force recruitment exercise. An annual process, though, this year's appears to be a great departure from the past, as every emphasis is being placed on merit and professionalism.
That all the products lost by Ipman as a result of the crisis will be compensated, told them that the era of scarcity of petroleum products in Nigeria will soon be over. Another container topples over Ojuelegba flyover in Surulere. We now join Jennifer in our Lagos Network Center for these and business news. Hello, Jennifer. It's over to you.
Thank you, Ronke. Good evening and a warm welcome to Lagos.
I don't fancy them to follow because this thing has been occurring almost every year or twice in a year, which I have witnessed.
He added that the bridge has started showing signs of weakness, even as incidents of falling trailers has become a recurring phenomenon.
In Lagos, Thomas Obeteri, NTA News.
Ports in line with the International Maritime Organization Convention on Safety of Life at Sea and the need to reposition the nation's seaports to make their service delivery more efficient, Minister of Transport Rotimi Amechi has commissioned a command control communication and intelligence system
and record maritime security breaches.
Minister of Transport Rotimi Amechi said the command, control, communication and intelligence system is the first phase in the ongoing automation process of the nation's seaports. In Lagos, Musa Toliat, NTA News.
To business. Despite the rising rates of inflation, Nigeria still remains a destination of choice for investors when compared with other developing economies of the world. This was the view of some economic experts who spoke to NTA Business News in Lagos. Let's join Amechi Pius on our Business News segment.
Hello and thanks for joining us on Business News. As the nation grapples with high inflation, which stands at 16.5%, and government's efforts at diversifying the economy, some economic analysts have described Nigeria as a nation with immense business opportunities. They told NTA Business News that Nigeria remains the only country, when compared with other developing nations of the world, where investors enjoy huge return on their investment.
According to UNCTAD, Nigeria has one of the highest rate of returns on investments. We rank number 4 with 30.
TGIF. TGIF. See you later. See you later. Bye-bye.
Now the real turn-up is online. Thank Glow, it's Friday. Now you can enjoy 3 gigabytes for 500 naira on weekends. Dial *777#.
Hello, Steve. Oh, not there now.
The largest data network, Glow, grandmasters of data.
Finally, our first gig. The whole school is here. And that's when I spotted my secret muse. That was awful. I froze. I couldn't move. Pretty Fanta.
Great flavors. Play it better with Fanta.
Darling, what's the matter? It's your birthday. Guests are already waiting at the pool.
It's headache, cold, pains all over my body.
Cold Time Anti-Cold Tablet contains powerful ingredients specially prepared to bring you fast relief from headache, body ache, cough, flu, cold, and fever.
Baby, how are you feeling now? Wow, I feel great thanks to Cold Time Tablet.
Cold Time Tablet also available in syrup for children. If symptoms persist after 3 days, consult your doctor. Cold Time Anti-Cold Tablet, a quality product from Embassy Pharmaceutical and Chemicals Limited. Cold Time Anti-Cold Tablet, your visa to healthy living.
Introducing new Dettol multi-surface cleaner for a healthy home. Some cleaners don't kill germs, others kill germs but don't clean properly. New Dettol multi-surface cleaner gives you 10 times better germ kill, 10 times better cleaning, and all-day freshness for a healthy home.
Germs, oil, and dirt cause blemishes and uneven skin tone. You need Dettol Even Tone. It removes 99.9% of germs and is formulated to remove excess oil and dirt, helping to reduce blemishes. New Dettol Even Tone.
With less than a month to commence the airlift of the 2016 intending pilgrims to the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, Ustaz Adeyemi said there is need for both physical and spiritual preparation on the part of the pilgrims. This, he said, entails acquiring the funds legally, leaving enough money behind for the family, and purifying intention. Without this, Ustaz Fuad said the journey is not complete.
Before you go, you must have your focal points as a Muslim. What do you want to, why are you going to Hajj? What do you want to make out of it? You should be able to know that when you come back, you want to come back a better Muslim.
He called on the intending pilgrims to remember to pray for the country once they make the journey and to also represent it well. In Abuja, NTA News.
The Sultan of Sokoto, Muhammad Saad Abubakar III, has urged medical practitioners, particularly doctors, to respect their Hippocratic oath and shun strike, noting its consequences on patients and the society. This was at the 17th International Conference of Islamic Medical Association of Nigeria. Rashidat Mustafa Olagunjo reports that 14 African countries participated in the conference.
With the theme, Eradication of Communicable Diseases, West Africa and Nigerian Experience, the conference seeks to highlight the success Nigeria recorded in the fight against poliomyelitis and the containment of Ebola and Lassa fever, as well as chart way for future prevention.
So why should you deny that gift Almighty Allah gave you to help others, those who are sick, in the name of strife?
Always educate them, and it is part of our aims and objective to support patients generally. So we don't encourage going on strike. If by any chance people have to go on strike, we immediately organize a structure that will give skeletal services.
In our capacity, we are extending our all-out support through our medical camps, through educating the people, and especially clarification of the myths and misunderstanding about vaccination. Because through vaccination, we can avoid a large number of deaths in the infants.
Iman aims at bringing closer Nigerian Muslim healthcare professionals to enhance greater services to humanity with the fear of Allah in mind. The association was founded in 1989 to introduce Islamic values within healthcare education with emphasis on patients' care. Rashidat Mustafa Olagunju, NTA News.
President Muhammadu Buhari's vision for industrial and skills development to diversify the nation's economy receives a boost with the flag off of National Industrial Skills Development Program in Kaduna. Austin Aimbe has the details.
President Muhammadu Buhari, since assumption of office, has emphasized the need to diversify the economy from overdependence on oil. This, he said, can be achieved through investment
in the economy to a public consultative forum on the 2017 to 2019 medium-term fiscal framework. Date Monday, 25th July 2016. Time 8:30 a.m. prompt. Venue Banquet Hall, State House, Abuja. Senator Udoma Udo Udoma, Honorable Minister. Announcer.
A hectic lifestyle or overeating can cause a burning pain in your chest. That's heartburn. Take Gaviscon. One dose relieves in 3 minutes to soothe the pain of heartburn. It goes straight to the source to work for hours, providing long-lasting relief.
That's why I recommend Gaviscon.
I recommend Gaviscon. It removes germs to leave you feeling clean, fresh, and 100 times cool. Beat the heat and germs with Dettol 100 times cool.
Dettol, endorsed by the Nigerian Medical Association.
The production, distribution, and sale of counterfeit and fake drugs is a corrupt practice and a crime against humanity. This has informed several measures and strategies to combat fake drugs, including introduction of anti-counterfeiting cutting-edge technologies to detect fake drugs on the spot. These technologies are being deployed to all the states across the Federation, as well as the internally displaced people's camps. The President, Muhammadu Buhari, and his team are committed to this fight.
The federal government of Nigeria, in line with its anti-corruption agenda and posture, will fight a total war against fake drugs and other unwholesome regulated products in order to ensure that Nigerians remain healthy and well.
Lend your support and join NAFDAC to rid the country of fake drugs and unwholesome regulated products. NAFDAC, safeguarding the health of the nation.
Welcome back. Ugandan and Tanzania
saying the relationship is a win-win situation for both parties as more Nigerian players can get more opportunities to play in Europe apart from the technical assistance to the MPFL. Spanish ambassador to Nigeria Alfonso Banuero expressed happiness with the expanding relationship between the two countries, while chairman of the league management company Shehu Diko said the Nigerian Professional Football League will greatly benefit in terms of capacity building. The Nigerian National League Club Owners and Managers Association have resolved to put a hold on the commencement of the second round of the 2015-2016 season of the league until a full board is put in place, in line with the agreed new policy of the Nigerian Football Federation.
We want sufficient time to be able to test run, the new governance structure and see if it's going to work or not.
Has described the death of House member Adewale Elijah Oluwatayo as a shock. He died on Wednesday in Abuja at the age of 65. Ignatius Nkwo reports.
Representing Ifakoja in Federal Constituency of Lagos State, the Otumba of this house. Most of the you don't understand what cancer is. Cancer cells are.
The late Oluwatayo of the All Progressives Congress represents Ifako Ijaye Federal Constituency of Lagos State. In a statement by Speaker Yakubu Dogara's Special Advisor on Media and Public Affairs, Turaki Hassan, Dogara said he was deeply affected by news of the sudden demise of his colleague, whom he described as hard-working, committed, and a patriotic legislator. He said the entire House of Representatives mourns their fallen colleague as one who gave his best in service to God and humanity. The Speaker expressed his condolence and that of the entire House to his immediate family and the people of Ifako Ijaye Federal Constituency and Lagos State over the